Hello, ninth graders. This is Mrs. Baker, and on behalf of the Mission Hills High School Counseling Department, welcome to a lesson for you on ninth grade student success. Our objectives today include students will identify who their school counselor is, students will understand how to calculate GPA or grade point average, students will understand how to earn credits. Our agenda for today will be talking about your school counselors, high school credits, GPA calculation, recognitions, and resources. Who is my school counselor? We have 6 counselors at Mission Hills High School. I'm Mrs. Baker, and I serve students whose last names begin with A through CI. We also have Mrs. Segal, who serves CL through GO, Mr. Cruz, who serves last names GR through LL, Ms. Goldstein, who serves last names LO through OP, Mrs. Martinez Alejandre, last names OR through SAN, and finally Mrs. Rios, who serves students' last names SAP through Z.
Hello, ninth graders. Mrs. Goldstein here to talk to you about when and why you might reach out to your school counselor. School counselors meet with students and families under 3 domains: academics, college and career, and personal, social, or emotional concerns. Examples of school counselors' support include preparing for graduating from Mission Hills High School. School counselors also assist students in picking the correct classes as they're related to their post-high school goals. And finally, many students reach out to school counselors regarding personal concerns that may be affecting their academics. So what's the best way to reach out to your school counselor? While we are in the virtual setting, the best way to contact us is through email. As a reminder, please be sure to include your name, ID number, and any questions or concerns you may have. We can then set up a meeting through Zoom or Google Meet, or we connect with you via phone or text messaging. And of course, email always works. Now I'd like to talk to you about credits and how they work. In high school, you must earn credits to receive a diploma. To be on track for graduation, you must earn a minimum of 60 credits each year. Each term course you take is worth 10 credits. You can take up to 4 classes or 40 credits each term, or as few as 2 classes or 20 credits each term. For this school year, we have 2 terms. Term 1 will end January 22nd, and term 2 will end on June 9th.
Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Martinez Alejandre. I'll be going over graduation requirements. So these are the requirements that you need to complete in order for you to walk that stage on graduation. So this includes 40 credits of English. So each year you will be taking English. It will be 30 credits of math, and you have to pass geometry. Social studies, that's your history. You need 30 credits. So next year as a 10th grader, you'll be taking your world history. 11th grade, you'll be taking US history. And then senior year, you'll be taking government. You need 30 credits of science. So right now you guys are currently in biology. Next year you can take chemistry, and then junior year you can take physics. 2 years of PE, so that'd be 20 credits of PE, 20 credits of the world language, 10 credits of a visual and performing art, and then 50 credits of electives. Now you might say, well, that seems like a lot, but any extra math classes or science classes that you take, or PE or art, CTE, etc., will go under those 50 credits of elective. And then the total number that you need to graduate is 230 credits. So that's the magic number, 230. We are going to do a quick activity with you. And so I'm going to read off the scenario, and then I'll give you guys time to answer some of the questions on the chat feature. Okay, so the scenario is Marissa's a 9th grade student at Mission Hills High School. She is currently taking English 9 honors, Algebra 1, Spanish 1, and Biology during Term 1. During Term 2, she signed up for English 9 honors, Algebra 1, and PE. So under the little chat button, if you can type in how many credits will she earn during Term 1. So during Term 1, how many credits will Marissa earn? So take your time to answer that question in the chat button. Okay. And the answer is 40. She's taking 4 classes right now. And remember what Ms. Goldstein said, each class is worth 10 credits. So 4 times 10 is 40. The next question, what is her total for the school year? So how many credits will she get at the end of the school year? So go ahead and type it in the chat box. And thank you guys for participating. Okay, the number is 70. Okay, so she will earn 70 by the end of the school year. My next question, what happens if she fails one class? So what would be her total credits if she fails one class? Man, you guys are so smart. Yep, it is 60 credits. Okay, what happens if she fails 2 classes? So how many credits will she have if she fails 2 classes? Go ahead and type that in the chat box. And yes, you guys are correct. It's 50. And what would her total credits be if she fails 3 classes? Hopefully, this is not the case for you guys, but if she fails 3 classes, how many credits will she have? And yes, the answer is 40. Now, expected progress. So students, which is all of you guys, are expected to pass all classes each term. Okay, so we are expecting to pass every class that you're taking right now with a D or better. We obviously would love for you guys to have straight A's and B's and C's, but D's are passing. And I know with COVID, everything's really difficult, and doing everything virtually is, even harder. But we do expect you guys to pass your classes with D's or better. What to do if you're not currently passing a class? Well, talk to your teacher. That would be one of the first steps. Talk to your teacher and create a plan on how to improve your grades. You have winter break coming up, so it's a perfect time for you to get caught up on any assignments that you are missing. But yes, please communicate with your teacher to create a plan. And make sure to attend tutoring. We'll go ahead and provide you guys some resources in the upcoming slides.
So how to be successful in high school? Well, you must attend all classes because if you're not there, you're not going to learn if you miss class. Complete and turn in any assignments that you have. Be organized by using a planner or any other device that helps you plan your week, your days, or even your months. Take notes and review them daily. Ask questions and participate in class. Make sure you connect with your teachers during advisory if you don't understand something or you need to go into more detail. Utilize those advisory times to connect. Study in a quiet location if you can. View grades on Student View. Always make sure you're keeping in touch with, all your assignments and what you've turned in and what your grades are. Form study groups or have study buddies that you study with. You can do this, online easily. Attend tutoring such as paper.co, and we're going to talk a little bit more about what that is and how to connect with that really cool and free resource. And again, ask for help. If you don't ask for help, we won't know how to help you.
All right, hello Grizzlies, Mr. Cruz here. And speaking of asking for help, you have that opportunity to reach out to your teachers via email. So here's a sample of how to email your teachers. So it could be something along the lines of, Dear Mr. Smith, my name is Joe Grizzly and I'm in your 3rd period class. I noticed on Student View that I have a low score for, and then you name the assignment and then the date when that was turned in. Can we schedule a time to discuss this? Or if possible, could you please look into an email into it and email me any information. Thank you for your time, Joe Grizzly. All right, so you can email your teachers to find out what the best advice is on how to raise your grade. You can also contact them via Zoom in the chat box, send them a private message. And also, I'd like to remind you all that you do have the opportunity to meet with them during the advisory period on Wednesdays and Thursdays during 11:30 to noon. So there are multiple ways to reach out to your teacher, and here's one way, by email. And we also mentioned PaperCo earlier. So PaperCo is a free online tutoring program that we have partnered up with in the district, and it's available to you 24/7. So if you ever have a question with any of your assignments, log on to PaperCo by using your SMUSD email and password. The link is here, and we also have a really cool video that shows you how you can benefit from this service.
Who here has ever been stuck on their homework? Our tutors are here to help whenever and wherever needed. Here's how it works. There are 2 ways to get connected to one of our tutors. Either type a question or upload an assignment in the bar here. Alternatively, select the subject or class you need help with. Students are then matched with a subject area expert who will guide them through the question to help them better understand where or why they're stuck. Sometimes students can overthink it. Our advice, there's no wrong way to ask for help. Students can draw it out. Or take a photo of their work from our mobile app. Paper was built to be flexible. Any way you choose to use it is the right way. Unlimited round-the-clock academic support. Paper, we're here to help.
All right, so you do have that resource available for free. Once again, it's 24/7 free online tutoring. So this leads to what happens if you don't pass all of your classes. So if you don't pass your classes, you will be credit deficient, but there are ways to make up credits, such as our credit recovery program. So this is an online program where you can make up credits for the classes that you have not passed in the classes that you have failed. And for more information on this, please reach out to your school counselor so we can get you back on track. If these credits are not made up, then potentially you could be referred to an alternative setting such as Twin Oaks High School. But if you do end up going to Twin Oaks High School, there is a possibility of you coming back, so you have the opportunity to graduate from Mission Hills High School.
Hello, ninth graders. It's Mrs. Segal here, and I'm going to be talking to you about calculating your GPA and why it's so important. It's important that you realize that all your grades and classes that you take at Mission Hills count. It's important that you understand that there are progress reports, but that final report card, as it was addressed earlier, is in January, and those grades are final. When it's a final grade, it will go on your transcript. So your final grades that you receive in January and in June, those are permanent final grades that will be on your transcript. Another reason why it's so important to learn how to calculate your GPA is because your GPA is used for eligibility for sports. So for you athletes wanting to play a sport for Mission Hills, you want to make sure you're striving to have a 2.0 minimum GPA or higher. What is a 2.0 GPA? That is all C's in your classes. Also, if you're wanting to work while you're in high school, you'll need to obtain a work permit, but you need to be eligible. Again, a 2.0 GPA is the GPA that you must have in order to obtain a work permit. And lastly, which we'll be talking about later on, is earning recognition at Mission Hills for your academics.
So I'm going to review with you how to calculate your GPA. As you can see, it's broken down by a few steps. The first step is you're going to count your letter grades. In this example, this student took an English class and received a B. They took math and received a B, science a C, and PE, and they received a B. So they have total of 4 letter grades. Then in step 2, you'll see how they went ahead and counted the letter grades. So for the letter grade A, there's none, so you put a 0. For the letter grade B, they counted 3. C, they have 1. And for D and F, 0. Now, step 3 goes into assigning a point value for your letter grade. An A is equivalent to 4 points, a B is equivalent to 3, a C is equivalent to 2, a D is equivalent to 1, and an F is equivalent to 0. So under the column, how many I have, you're going to write how many letter grades you have. So again, as in step 2, the student did not have any A grades. The student had 3 Bs. They had 1 C and no Ds or Fs. So if you times the A column or the A row, 0 times 4, that's 0. 3 times 3 is equivalent to 9. 1 times 2 is 2. And then again for D and the F rows, it's 0. So after you've calculated that, then you're going to go to the third column where it says grade points earned. You're going to add those. So you have 9 and a 2. So you add those, 9 plus 2, that's going to give you a total in your step 4, which is add your grade points earned. The answer will be the total number of grade points. So that's 11. Now we're going to head over to step 5. You're going to divide the total grade points by the number of classes you have grades for. So this is what it looks like. It's going to look like 11, which is your total grade, by 4, which is the total number of grades that you have. 4. That equals 2.75. So this student has a total GPA of a 2.75.
Hello again, freshmen. It's me, Mrs. Segal. So now that you know how to calculate your GPA, let's talk about recognition. How you can keep track of your grades, calculating your GPA could lead you to being part of the National Honor Society. The National Honor Society is open to 11th and 12th graders with a 3.5 GPA or higher, evidence of service, leadership, and character. Earning this recognition, students will be able, to have a graduation stole on graduation. For more information, you can email the advisor, Ms. Juniak. Next, we have the Biliteracy Seal. This is a recognition to high school students who demonstrate fluency in 2 or more languages. These students will earn a seal on their diploma. This information will be shared with juniors and seniors. Next, you have honor grads. To earn this recognition, you have to have a 3.75 GPA. You also are given a graduation stole, and these students have earned the recognition of being able to sit in the first few rows of graduation. Next, you have your Cardinal Scholars. These students have demonstrated a 4.0 GPA throughout high school and their commitment to school. Also, our Cardinal Scholars are showcased in our front office with a bio of their academics, extracurricular activities, involvement in the community, as well as a photo of them. Lastly, we have CSF, which stands for California Scholastic Federation. This recognition, students must demonstrate a 3.0 GPA as well as evidence of community service hours. This program students apply for. Students are also earn the recognition of wearing a stole on graduation, and this program also has 2 advisors, Mrs. Orlowski and Miss Samuel. For more information, you can also email them as well.
Okay, Grizzly. So just remember to use your resources. We're here to help to support you. You've got your teachers who are more than willing to sit down with you and help you get your assignments turned in or help you if you're stuck somewhere. You've got your school counselors, which we are more than happy as well to help you. The College and Career Center is another great resource for you. And in the future years that you're here at Mission Hills, you'll get to know the College and Career Center more. School staff is there, your parents, your family, your friends and clubs. We also have virtual wellness room. If you click on this link, this will take you to our virtual wellness room where you can view some, activities or videos to kind of help you de-stress. So thank you. This concludes our presentation. We're super excited that we were here presenting with you, and now we're going to stand by and answer any questions that we have. Make it a great day.